They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Desmond King back deep. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go play action here. Mon. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and hard to put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He's going to keep this again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's got room. Shift, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Ryan. Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 60 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. On the draw is Taylor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, here's Mond.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. A.J. Green, 43 yards.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action, Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan.
He's caught. Michael Pittman with it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Ryan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again is Ryan. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, his first NFL reception, goes for 6.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's the option going left on second down. Lamont fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up. And some room to work. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Blankenship out for the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans 21.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Mon now off of play action.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's caught left side by Cooks. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Mon.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Right, 97.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
4th down, 4th quarter, here's Mond.
Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
To Taylor on 1st down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Off the play fake, Mon. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Ready up.
On fourth down, Mon. And the reception made by Green. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up the turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And that's complete. It's Green here.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Second down, here's Mond again. This will be caught inside the 10.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules remind us how this... So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Charles North.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you.